What's going on? I'm Dr. Joe Johnson, international speaker, peak performance coach, and you are in the right place if you want to learn about everything that has to do with being a strategic disruptor, human-centered innovation, and purpose. And today, let me tell you something. I had to take notes because we getting into it. We getting into it, and this artificial intelligence is crazy. So let's get right into it. Now, we're going to dive right into this artificial intelligence that's happening right now because I've been talking about it a little bit, but I need you to understand that it's right there under your nose, right? Right here, right there under your nose. And whether you like it or not, it's here. So you need to just buckle up because I'm about to share with you some stats that's going to really have you tripping. It's going to really have your mouth, jaw dropping, whatever. But I'm about to share with you some things that's really going to make you think about AI in a different way, right? So it's so crazy that I said I'm taking notes. I'm just not going to speak from the heart like I usually do. But listen, we're going to get right into this thing. So I got to ask you a question, right? Got to ask you a question. What if I told you that by the time you finish watching this video of me, AI will have made more money than you'll earn in a year? Yep, I said it. AI will have made more money in a year than you've made by the time you finish watching this video. Let me tell you why. And it sounds crazy, but let me get ready to really tell you some truth about what's happening with AI because some of y'all don't believe it. Some of y'all don't understand the power that it has. I'm going to give you some numbers, give you some stats, but let's get right into this thing because when you talk about the money that's happening around artificial intelligence, when I tell you it's bananas, it's crazy. So AI isn't just changing the game, right? It's really creating a new let's just say it's creating a new casino. And y'all know all about casinos. Casinos bring in money, but artificial intelligence is creating a new type of casino. And when I say they're creating a new type of casino, let me tell you something. Artificial intelligence, I got to make sure I'm going to say this correctly, listen, it's going to add about $16 trillion to the economy by the year 2030. I'm going to say that again. It will add $16 trillion by the year 2030. Yep, I said it. I said it. Not a million, right? As we say, they got that mill, that millie. Not a billion, got that bill, got that billy. A trillion with the capital T. It's going to add a trillion, right? Almost $16 trillion to the global economy. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Gotta let that sit, right? So that's like saying, let's take China and Japan combined and adding all of what they make to the world. I'm just letting you know, right? This thing is serious. And, to be honest, while you're deciding to figure out if you want to buy that $5 coffee tomorrow morning, or maybe you did it this morning, an AI startup has skyrocketed by 425% in just 3 years. Let me say that again, right? An AI startup has skyrocketed 425%, right? So imagine this. You're making $100, right? And by the time you go buy a cup of coffee, bam, you've made over 400% more than you had in your hand before you went and got that coffee. I'm telling you, this AI situation is crazy. And some people don't believe it. So I got to ask you this because it gets very controversial. 70% of companies will adopt AI by next year. I'm going to say that again. 70% of companies will adopt AI by next year. And the question you got to ask yourself, is your company one of those companies that's going to adopt this artificial intelligence if they haven't done it already, right? And to be honest, I'm starting to tell people, man, good luck competing with the robots that's out here. Good luck competing with this AI because there's going to be some folks that may not have the position that they have because you got to understand, AI is booming, right? AI is booming. Now, think about this because we don't want to talk about the elephant in the room really because oftentimes that elephant in the room right now in this year The elephant in the room is your job. Your job. The World Economic Forum says that artificial intelligence will eliminate 85 million jobs by 2025. We're in 2025, right? It will eliminate, I'm gonna say it again, 85 million jobs in 2025. And think about it. Imagine the entire population of Germany getting fired from their jobs. Just imagine that, right? Just imagine that. But, and this is a big but, this is a big but, right? It's also creating about 97 million new jobs, right? So the question isn't whether AI will take your job. The question is, will you be ready to take one of those new jobs that artificial intelligence is creating? That's the question. That's the question, right? Now, I'm not trying to scare you or nothing, but I'm trying to give you these stats, right? Because at the end of the day, AI is here, and some of us been running from it. So here's something that I want you to keep in mind. And this, it might keep you up at night. I'm gonna be honest. It might keep you up at night. 40% of all working hours across every industry could be affected by language models alone. Right now, I'm gonna do another video that talks about the different types of AI models. Right, when they talk about language models. But think about it like this: the meeting that you just sat through, AI could have just handled that. Because I don't know about you, I get sick and tired of going to meetings when they could just email me. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of the action that you're getting in terms of the meetings that you're having, it's probably going to be null and void, right? Now, are you using AI? That's a question I always ask people. Are you using? You might know about it, but are you using it? Because I need you to think about why you should be using AI, right? 83% of all consumers interact with AI on a daily basis, and we don't even know it, right? You already interacting with AI, right? So how come you don't dive deeper to understand artificial intelligence even more? Think about it like this. Netflix recommendations that you get as AI, right? GPS when you're trying to find out where you want to go, AI. Those filters that so many people use on those photos and social media, right? That's artificial intelligence. You've been using it for a long time. It's here and it's here to stay. And I need you to understand this too, right? Get this, get this. 72% of consumers have already used generative AI, right? Tools, and that's like ChatGPT, Claude, DALL-E, right? And that's went up almost 30% from 2 years ago, right? So this thing is moving so fast. And from 3 years ago, sorry, 2 years ago, that's 150 something percent increase, right? So when I'm giving you these stats, I want you to see how fast AI is taking over, right? Now, the thing you got to understand, people are not gradually adopting this technology. People are sprinting towards it. And you have an opportunity to be on top of it right now. Learn it for yourself. How can it help you? How can it help your children? How can it help you in your productivity? All kind of stuff. You need to get on top of it fast. Why? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is moving at a rate that we don't even understand, right? Now, I also gotta have you understand this, right? Because when you talk about all of this technology, it takes a lot of power to run this, right? Some of y'all probably heard like of CPUs, right? Operating systems, all that stuff. So think about it like this, because this is gonna blow your mind, right? The largest AI model, right, now uses over 1 million GPUs for training. I'm gonna say that again. The largest AI models now use over 1 million GPUs for training. Now I want you to look that up. Look that up, right? That's enough processing power to simulate multiple human brains, right? It's a lot of power that get used in artificial intelligence, and we don't even understand how much power is being used, but it's using a lot of power. Did you hear what I just said? It's using as much power that can simulate the brains of multiple humans, right? That's how much power artificial intelligence is using. And it's here and it's not going nowhere. Now, this is going to keep, because I asked you earlier, what's going to keep you up? This is going to keep CEOs up at night, right? Think about it like this. Computing power for state-of-the-art artificial intelligence has increased, listen to this, 600 times since 2012. 600. Oh, hold on. Let me back up because I want to say that number right. I said 600 times. I was kidding. 600,000 times since 2012, right? It didn't 2x or 10x. This is 600,000 times X, right? At this rate, imagine where we're going to be in a decade, right? That's a lot of power, right? But look how fast this thing is moving. But the cool thing, right? Because I want to get a little bit personal with you all, is knowledge workers using artificial intelligence, right? Knowledge workers using this artificial intelligent assistance, they reported a 37% productivity gain, right? So they were able to get things done faster, right? They were able to get like 15 hours of their week back. Imagine that, right? Using artificial intelligence can accelerate the work that you're trying to do. I always say, if you do it the right way, it can accelerate your success to whatever it is that you're trying to do. But this is the $1 million question, right? If we're all at about 37% more productive because of artificial intelligence, will we work 37% less, or will we just be expected to produce 37% more? That's a good question. That's a good question. But I don't want you to get lost, right? What I want you to take out of that is how much it increases your productivity, right? So where does this leave us? The AI revolution isn't coming. It's here. It's here right now, right? You see so many companies investing, and now we're seeing about a 65% competitive advantage over those waiting on the sidelines who are not using artificial intelligence, right? And I'm gonna give you the most controversial truth there is right now. There is no middle ground anymore, right? You're either riding the AI wave or you're gonna drown in it. There's no middle ground. Stop playing games, right? You're either riding the wave or you're gonna drown in it. The numbers do not lie, right? They do not lie. So I gotta ask you, what do you think? You've gotten a lot of statistics. What do you think, right? Is AI our savior or is it our downfall? That's a good question, right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Share this because I already know these numbers are blowing your mind. But when I tell you, stop playing with AI, it's here and it's here to stay. It's time for you to learn more and more and as much as you can about it. Listen, like I always tell you, I'm Dr. Joe Johnson, international speaker, peak performance coach. And you're here at the right place because you're learning about everything being a strategic disruptor. Hey, that's what artificial intelligence is doing. Everything human-centered innovation and everything purpose. And remember, if you haven't started learning about artificial intelligence, you've already fallen behind. Take care.